You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the man now, dog.
Good morning, outer Los Angeles. It is 91Q the Q with Carl and the Goof. How you doing, Goof?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Carl?
I'm doing fantastic. It's another beautiful day in Los Angeles. It's the holiday season. We're coming out to you at December 8th. A lot of exciting stuff on the show today. We've got Emma Stone calling in about her new movie.
That's the real Emma Stone, folks, calling in. Guaranteed real Emma.
Real Emma Stone. This won't be the same mistake we had last time where it was a big prank. Sorry to all our Carl and Farrell fans out there who were listening on that day. All the stoners out there, the Stonehenge, anyone into Emma, call in. Take a listen. Emma Stone here today to talk about a new movie, Poor Things, with the Greek visionary Yorgos Lanthimos. Will be calling in with Emma Stone for you, Yorgos.
The real Yorgos Lanthimos. Poor Things.
The Goof has been a Yorgos Lanthimos fan since Dogtooth. Goof, are you excited today?
I love this Greek freak. Giannis, who? The Greek freak is Yorgos Lanthimos. I loved Dogtooth, one of the freakiest films I've ever seen, and nothing made me more excited than The Lobster.
That's right. The Goof could not sleep for 48 straight hours when The Lobster came out, and he was impressed, excited, and aroused.
One of my great nightmares is to be turned into a crustacean.
The Goof every night dreams that he is a lobster running away from a lobster boat covered in barnacles. Goof, happy to have you here today. You've been sick for now 4 weeks in a row, and you're finally coming down from it. Is that right?
I've been sick as a prick. I've been sitting at home miserable, acting like a loser, absolutely nothing to live for or do. I've seen everything on Netflix. They won't order me Postmates anymore. I'm a miserable piece.
Now, everybody, do your best. Postmates has feedback. There's a helpline. If we all write in from 91Q, let the Goof back on. We're trying that campaign tonight on Twitter. Hashtag let the Goof eat. The Goof is starving.
Let the Goof eat. I'm withering away, folks, but I'm finally healthy enough to be back in the studio as a horse. Healthy as a horse. I'm not in the studio as a horse, but we'll be right back with Emma Stone. First, let's check traffic on the 9s. We got Billy Bob up in the chopper. Billy, how's it going?
I can't fly this thing.
Billy Bob, no!
I cannot fly this thing.
But how's the traffic?
Look, we should not have cut certain parts of the budget. And one of the big ones was the helicopter pilot. Traffic-wise, there's a big accident right on me. It's It is a recent accident caused by me. If you're going up the 91 right now, there is a helicopter kind of chopping up the bridge. I cannot fly this thing. I cannot insist enough. Send help.
Billy Bob is struggling. Let's bring it back to the stewed.
We're praying for you out there, Billy Bob. Of course, 91Q, a lot of budget cuts. Sirius XM is coming for our lunch.
Radio is dead, dead, dead.
Everybody out there, help us out. Send us money directly. Pay us to listen to our radio because I don't know how we make money. The advertisers are leaving in droves.
In droves. Gone, poor.
But I have a feeling we'll be getting a lot of advertisers after today's incredible interview with Emma Stone and Yorgos Lanthimos from the new film Poor Things.
It's the two realest call-ins we've ever had, folks. Deny the rumors. These are not plants.
Now, the Goof, we got to check in on your betting situation. It is NBA, the NBA in-season tournament, and the Goof had some goofy guarantees this week. That's brought to you by Bet Losers. This is betlosers.us. It's a
betlosers.us. It's me and a group of guys, and we've put together a house, and we are giving bets and taking bets as well. Unfortunately, my calls this week were slightly off.
A little off. Of course, the Goof had a crazy goofy parlay, which was that the Milwaukee Bucks would win and Giannis Antetokounmpo would dunk one of the fans. One of those things happened when you were hitting that parlay. You were pretty excited, and then the last minute it got close, but we never got a fan fully dunked out there.
We just missed the second part of that parlay. I kept looking at when everybody was cheering, and someone was about to rush the court, feeling like at all times. So I was sure he was going to dunk an audience member, but I didn't get it.
Now, they say the house always wins. The Goof situation right now, the house is in the hole. How are we doing over there with betlosers.us?
We're doing tough. The group is down, but I'm also in debt to the group. So it's a real problem because it's causing fissures within.
Now, Goof, these guys are real sharks, right? These guys are very literal sharks.
Yeah, it's a big pool. And we sit there, and luckily we got this because of an endowment from the Ocean Fund.
That's right. The Ocean Fund gave the Goof an exciting endowment to bring together a bunch of sharks for betlosers.us.
8 sharks and $8 million. They said, keep these guys healthy. I said, well, I know how to feed them. You invest the money.
That's right. And right now, the sharks are hungry. The sharks are coming for the Goof. Of course, a lot of the Goof's Postmates situation is about feeding the sharks. We need the Goof back on Postmates. Again, let Postmates know Goof is hungry. It's time for Goof to eat.
We also need minnows back on Postmates. They were on there for a minute, but apparently you're not allowed to sell fish and game via Postmates.
Which is again, we don't get political on the show all the time, but please write your legislators. If you're in the LA area, we need fish and game back on Postmates, not just minnows, but of course, any fish and game, we should not be able to discriminate. If you need
minnows, grunions, tuna, little tuna, little tuna, the little canned sardines, all of it.
Little tuna, aka sardines, we need it all fresh and at the Goof's house, or anyone in Los Angeles or the greater metro area who wants to feed their family. I'm talking deer, livestock. We need to be able to get fish and game at our homes.
Don't just do it for the Goof, folks. Do it for the livestock. They need to be able to use Postmates.
And I know what people are asking and why they cancel it in the first place is how are these drivers trained to transfer a big pool of grunions or a big pool of tiny tuna, aka sardines, any of those things? And the issue, that is the business's problem to deal with. Don't you agree, the Goof?
100%. If the business is going to rent them these cars to do the deliveries in, they got to own up to the fish smell when there's a spill. Because this is what was happening. There were so many spills in the cars of the delivery drivers that they were getting the cars turned back in. People were quitting left and right. And I say, don't fire Minnows, the restaurant, sort of, from Postmates. Get bigger bags.
Of course, the stinky drivers' cars is one of the big issues, and we encourage you out there to do your own research and then vote no on Prop F, the proposition to make fish and game illegal forever as a to-your-front-door delivery service a la carte.
Prop F for fish. That's how you know it.
F for fish, Prop F. It's a no on Prop F for fish. It is a yes on Prop G for game, okay? That is the countermeasure to Prop F. If Prop G wins, it overtakes Prop F. I do want to get a little bit into this because it's a little complicated. If Prop F wins by over 60%, Prop F is in forever. If Prop G wins by 55% or more, it goes to a runoff vote between Prop F and Prop G. The most important thing is register to vote so the Goof can get those sharks fed so that he can then gamble betlosers.us.
Speaking of betlosers.us, let's hear my lock of the week.
Oh, that's right. Goof, what is it this weekend? We have the rest of the in-season tournament is now moving to Vegas. The Los Angeles Lakers will be taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. And, of course, the Indiana Pacers will be taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Goof, what is your lock of the week?
Lock of the week.
Ay, ay, ay.
Now that's cash.
You're locked up for good. They murdered the escapee. It's a prison riot.
Cover the spot.
Lock the gates.
My lock of the week is, of course, like it is every week, involves LeBron James.
Of course.
This week, my lock of the week, 200,000 down on LeBron to come out in a high top, flat top. I guarantee you he is tired of looking bald every time he bends down. He just saw Kevin Durant show his bald-ass head on Monday night. There's no way he's not coming out in a flat top. Lock of the week.
Lock it up.
Cover the spot.
You're under arrest.
straight to jail.
That's the lock of the week from the Goof. LeBron James will be showing up. $200,000. That's the Goof putting that on the table. All you have to do is bet, and if it doesn't win, you get some of the Goof's money.
The odds are incredible, folks. The odds are in your favor, ever in your favor, unless you believe he's wearing a top hat.
LeBron James, if you're out there listening, please, 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 full flat top, not top hat. The bet does not work if it turns out to be a top hat on the court.
Kid and play style hair. That's what we're locking in for this week.
And
now,
then-
Carl,
Tell me about it, the Goof.
what is up with you these days? You came into the office looking absolutely pep in your step. You were tapping your toe, twirling your ponytail. What's got you feeling so positive?
Well, I'll tell you what's got me feeling so positive. I am oil pulling in the mornings.
Amazing. That's where you swish around oil in your mouth.
That's right. I'm swishing around. I am now swishing around Pennzoil every morning and doing an oil pull.
You're talking about motor oil.
Motor oil. That's right.
Pennzoil, the only oil for your teeth.
Brought to you by Pennzoil. The reason I'm so happy you can hear a pep in a step and a pep in my voice is the only oil for my teeth, Pennzoil, is right next to my toothpaste, my shampoo, my mouthwash, and my floss in the bathroom. I am oil pulling. That's 30 to 40 minutes of Pennzoil swishing it around my mouth, and it is pulling all of the nasty toxins out of my body. I've never felt better. And then I follow it up with the Pennzoil teeth whitening formula.
Whitening from oil.
Are your teeth black as hell from the oil pulling you've been doing with your Pennzoil oil pull? Well, then use Pennzoil's mouth whitening strips, made from the same ingredients used in Pennzoil, but also white paint, all on your teeth. And it is a non-toxic and safe even for your littlest mouths.
And toxic. Now, this is working really well for you, Carl. You are coming in and you are looking cleaner than I've ever seen. Those pearly whites are really smiling. And I don't mean you're smiling. I mean the teeth themselves are smiling.
Yeah, I love the imagery. It is as if my teeth itself is happy, winking and smiling at everybody.
Your teeth itself is got a mind of its own.
My teeth itself has a mind of its own. It's never been happier. I would say my teeth and I have a great relationship. And this is one of those things where I've always been told I have a mouth for radio. And it's the first time I wish I was on the television to show you what these Pennzoil oil pulls are doing for me. And it's not just my beautiful mouth. It is the energy of my body is so much better. The toxins are gone. I feel like I have been in a cold plunge, but instead it's been an oil wash.
And am I wrong to assume this? Sorry if I am. Are you oil pulling your hair as well?
Wonderful eye, the Goof. That's right. Pennzoil, it's not just for your mouth anymore.
Now, here's my question. Do you use both oils for the hair? Or, because you already have hair oil, then you have the Pennzoil DW40 or whatever, and then you have the Pennzoil mouth oil. Which one of those is for the hair, or is it all both?
It's a wonderful question, the Goof. You do not want to get these mixed up. If you use the Pennzoil hair oil in your mouth, you will choke. It'll be disgusting. It'll be awful. And I've done it myself. The Pennzoil hair oil is one of the most wonderful balms. Get it next to that section with Den of Thieves underwear at the Target, the section where things are for men. We're talking beard balms. We're talking wallets that look like they're from the 1950s. We're talking combs that look like knives. And now Pennzoil hair wash.
Den of Thieves, when you want to be indoors under a short roof with a bunch of criminals.
The Den of Thieves. I can't think of anything dreamier to me, being in a small room with illegal people. It's 9:10. It's Carl and the Goof. We have got a
Goof, Carl.
There's a huge backup on the 91 from a helicopter accident. We've got Emma Stone and Yorgos Lanthimos from Poor Things calling in.
Real.
And in just 7 minutes, the Goof is going to try his newest chef segment, making a Christmas dinner that the whole family can enjoy.
And in 8 minutes, we find out it was really the Goof's new segment, The Goof's Spoof.
My ears were closed. I heard nothing there. I can't wait for the Goof's big meal. I haven't eaten for a couple days, and I've told my family I'm preparing what the Goof's going to prepare, so
now,
the
Carl,
stakes are high.
Let's talk about these closed ears of yours. You just got surgery, isn't that right?
That's right. My ears can open and close like a mouth. In radio, you are taking in so many sounds. I'm here all day, 6 hours a day. The ears...
Beep, beep, ribby.
I had to turn my ears off from that. I saw the Goof about to make some noises that my ears were not going to be able to handle, so I shut them like a mouth. This is Dr. Insanos. newest surgery. It's one of the coolest surgeries. Don't let the name scare you. This guy is awesome. Dr. Insano?
Absolutely. He's played by the Big Show. He originally was from a movie with Adam Sandler, and he parlayed it into being a doctor in real life.
So this is Dr. Insano from the movie, now in real life, and he does insano surgeries that are...
He pokes you in the eye. He pokes you in the eye, and he wears a leotard, but he is a doctor.
He is a doctor, and so you have to put up with some shenanigans, of course, like any doctor. But that's
God, don't get me started. Take me to the doctor's office. I know I'm in for a long one.
Absolutely. Thank you for your support, The Goof. There are people in my life who think that my closed ears situation is just a way to not listen to my family. I am, as anybody who's been following along with the saga here on Carl and The Goof, I am in a custody battle for my life.
For other people's lives, technically.
My wife and I are.
Well, your wife wants custody over you, isn't that true?
Yes, my wife wants custody and power of attorney
She
over
wants
me.
to stay your wife, but gain custody over you. So you're equals that she owns you.
I can't have it. I can't have my wife giving me timeouts. I can't have her putting curfews on me. I can't have her telling me who I can and cannot date.
What if, because, we're men, and
That's
we
right.
know that we got to take care of the woman in our lives.
Talk to me, Goof.
I like it. What if
Mm-hmm.
you give her full custody
Uh,
and then she emancipates you? She gets what you want. You get what you want. We've done the rigmarole, and everyone knows we can be committed now.
Now, what you're saying is I do go through with the custody battle. I give up on it, and I say you can have me as long as I then get emancipated from you, Macaulay Culkin style or anything like that.
Yes, prenup, postnup, whatever you want to do. As many sort of literal, technical, legal ways you can make the relationship exist. I think that's positive.
So what I'm worried about here is, of course, the legal fees. Carl,
lawyer, ambulance chaser. Give me the money.
I, of course, if you've been to LA, am represented exclusively by Jacob Emrani, not Jacob Armani, and not any of the other mistakes on his billboards. Jacob Macaroni, I think, is one of them. And he just sold me with the billboards. Look at this guy. He spells his name wrong on purpose to get your attention.
Jacob Macaroni. Now that's a lawyer I would hire. It's too bad that's the fake one.
It is. I would rather be represented by Jacob Macaroni than Jacob Emrani.
What do I want, Armani guy? I don't want Armani guy. I want Macaroni guy.
Absolutely. But the point being, I am paying a retainer that is through the roof. So if I'm going in here and I'm already getting my custody battle, and then I'm getting emancipated, and then I'm sending a prenup, and then I'm sending a postnup, and then, of course, there's my Passnup, of course. It just starts to build up. And since, as we know, radio is not doing great, it will be coming back. And if it doesn't, no worries. Carl and the Goof, this is a big tease here, might be coming to a streaming service near you.
Oh, Hulu? I don't know. Bulu? Nulu?
Keep guessing.
HBO Mac? Non-flung? We don't know.
Is it Hulu, Bulu, Nulu, HBO Mac, or Non-Flung? We won't tell you right away, but you will be seeing Carl and the Goof live streaming in the future on a certain network.
And we are serious, folks. Wink.
As serious as I am that Yargos Lanthimos and Emma Stone are excited to do the show today. And we're excited to talk to them.
Friends, real life.
Of course, the Goof will be asking Emma Stone his question that he asks every young actor in the studio.
Pies, square around.
Emma Stone, I hope you're prepared for the hard-hitting questions. And I'll be asking Yargos Lanthimos, what's going on?
The question that's been burning on everybody's mind, what's going on? Now, the other question that's been burning on everyone's mind this Christmas, why is it so dang hot? It's December, and it's goddamn near 78 degrees.
That's right, and this is one of the Goof's exciting investigative reports. Every month, the Goof goes deep into a hard-hitting undercover world to find out what exactly is going on with blank. Today, it's what's going on with Hot in December.
Hey, what's up? We're down here at Venice Beach. My name is Seth Jones, and we're here to figure out why it's so GD hot. Hi there, how are you? What's your name?
My name's Mike.
Okay, Mike, you want to relax? Mike, you look pretty stressed here, man. Just a on the street interview, man. You don't have to stand up so tall.
I just, if I don't know if you're filming this, I don't know if anybody's going to see this, if it's going to be on TikTok. I just don't want to be embarrassed.
Mike, this isn't going anywhere, okay? My name is Seth Jones. I'm not the Goof, all right? Now, why do you think it's so hot? It's December. It's dang near 78 degrees out on the beach.
Well, I'd like to use a different name if we're going to get political, because I do think it's a political reason, and I actually am in a conservative family.
All right, what's your nom de plume?
Let's go with the Goof, I guess.
Okay, Seth Jones here with the Goof. What? No. No.
What do you mean no?
Thank you for your time. Miss, welcome to Seth Jones. We're down here in Venice Beach. We're wondering, why is it so dang hot in December? Almost 78 degrees down here at the beach.
I don't know. I'm actually happy it is. I came here from Minnesota, and I just came out here for the winter because the winters are so nasty right now in Minnesota.
The question was, why do you think it's so hot? Like, what's going on with the science of it? My name's Seth.
Seth, that's my son's name. Where are you from?
Lady, why do you think it's so hot?
Why are you so mean to me?
What
is this for? No, what is this for?
Little boy, come here. Little boy. Yeah. It's hot because of someone closed. Why is it hot? It's too hot for December. 78 on the beach.
In school we're learning about climate change and how it doesn't mean it's just going to be hotter or colder during different parts of the year, but it just means we're going to have more extreme weather events. And so maybe the heat is leading to an extreme weather event. Maybe this year it's La Nina.
We found a genius. Folks. It's the little girl.
Boy.
Back to you.
Wow, the Goof once again risking his life going undercover at Venice Beach to find out why it's so hot. And I hope that you and that little kid had a wonderful conversation after that.
Venice Beach, ice cream cone.
It's 9:17. The Goof's about to make a succulent Chinese Christmas dinner for me, and I can't wait to learn. The Goof is trying to find ingredients around the house in case your supermarket is totally sold out this Christmas.
Where's the duck? I need a duck. The only thing I was going to bring to Christmas dinner was a duck. Do you have a duck?
In the studio? No, I don't have a duck.
Where's the duck? I've been planning this whole Christmas meal for 6 months. I told everybody I bought a pet duck 8 months ago. Where is the duck? That is our Peking pal.
Your duck? I mean, you've been gone for a month. We thought you had the duck with you, the Goof.
You guys got rid of the duck?
No, we didn't get rid of it.
You let him out the front door?
I don't know where the duck
is. The duck is roosting somewhere in the city?
It could be. We just thought it was with you. We didn't know we had to watch the duck while you were sick.
Have you seen me with a duck? Other than in the office? He wasn't even my duck. He just liked me the most. It wasn't my duck. I wasn't feeding him.
Pluck and cook the duck for a segment in front of everybody?
Yeah.
Goof, this sick month has really taken you out of the game, all right? This is not goofy. This is torture. I mean, we'd have PETA on our ass.
This is goofy. This is goofy, man. You thought it was your pet, and you're going to eat him as a gift.
It's bad for the hilarious. Duck. The whole idea here is something you can find around the house for Christmas, is what we told the people here. You know, you can't prepare a duck a month in advance for this kind of idea, the Goof.
Right. Well, okay, let's go with you. What did you think I should have done?
Anything. It could have been cooking duck that you have around the house or anything like that, but it's not about buying a duck, plucking it on the air. We can't have PETA on our asses again, the Goof. Everybody remembers when the Goof ate a sushi dinner off of a living fish.
That was a big fish, folks, and I'll tell you what, it was hard to keep still. It was really hard to keep still. I don't think he wanted me doing that.
Absolutely not. He did not, and that is what PETA argued when they came in here, and we had the argument on the air. We had the debate on the air with
I'll admit,
PETA.
I should have taken PETA more seriously. PETA was on our ass, and I put a PETA on my ass, and that wasn't respected, and I get it. I thought that humor was the great solver of all.
Of course.
As you know how I feel, it wasn't.
Now, the Goof, I have fully defended you in the past. I think when you put Peter on your ass, that is free speech.
Thank you.
That
You
is-
have to.
I have to, and I believe it. But we don't want a third strike with these people. They're litigious. They're one of the reasons we're not doing so well. They're one of the reasons we're at 91Q now, a lesser radio station. Sirius XM won't have us because of their ties to Big Peter.
Wait a second. Who said lesser radio station?
Okay, that's our producer Alvin on the microphones there. I'm sorry, Alvin.
Oh, God, here comes Alvin. Hey,
Alvin.
this is not a lesser station. This is 91.
Hey, this will be good radio, Alvin. This is our producer Alvin coming into the microphone to let us know why 91Q is just as good as everything you get on Sirius XM.
Alvin, it's a boring station, my man. We're the only good act. Well, I don't know about that. What about, okay, of course, Carl and the Goof, absolutely our new anchor. We love you guys. But what about afternoons with, interesting lady?
That's right. That's the thing, is you have not been able to find a lady you personally find interesting, Alvin. It is a different lady every week, it feels like. And
Someone has to champion the women in town. It should be a different lady every week. We shouldn't just be hearing from one lady. They're not a monolith.
that's an interesting point, Alvin, but I would say that the counter argument would be that Carl and the Goof has been around for years, and it's really been able to elevate Carl and I because of that repeated hearing of our voices. Why can't a lady have that? As well as another hour that does have multiple ladies.
Problem is, ladies aren't goofy.
That's a big opinion from the Goof. Ladies aren't goofy. Call in and let us know what you think out there. We'll be asking Yargos Lanthimos, can ladies be goofy? That's at 9:30.
Real to real. The man is a cameraman.
Yargos Lanthimos, the cameraman, the man behind the scenes on such movies as The Great? No.
The Lobster.
The Lobster. Carl's Worst Nightmare. I was trying not to say that one out loud. Killing of a Sacred Deer, which Peter didn't say a word about. And the new movie Poor Things with Emma Stone, the hilarious Emma Stone. We all discovered her in Easy A, and she's been doing wonderful work ever since.
Absolutely. We love Emma Stone, and we can't wait to talk to the real version of her in about 6 to 8 minutes.
Now, of course, we have some wonderful pop culture gossip coming in. This is a wonderful segment we've been doing where my daughter comes on the show and talks about pop culture and lets us in on some of the things we don't really know about. It is Pop Culture with Carla.
And Carla, welcome to the show, Carla. We love having you. We love your perspective. You are one of the brightest young ladies we've ever seen. Now, what's going on in the culture scene?
Well, everyone at school is asking if my dad becomes my mom's son. Is my mom then my grandma?
Oh, yeah.
And
What do you say to that?
Well, I just don't even know why they're doing it, I guess. It's really confusing for me, and it's like, does that mean that my mom is going to marry somebody else, or how does custody work?
Carla, on culture, we didn't mean the culture of your family. We meant the culture of, like, what's going on in pop music. You're a high schooler. You surely read Tiger Beat. Who's hot right now? Is it still the Jonases?
No, I mean, the Jonases are having a comeback tour, but that feels a little more even your generation, I think.
I don't know. Those guys are 31, 32, and they are young heartthrobs.
No, it's a little younger. A lot of the songs I discover, like, through TikTok, and I don't even know the artist's name
You talking
anymore.
about, like, Janet Jackson? You know, she had a wardrobe malfunction. You see that?
No. Don't recommend my daughter look at a video of a woman's breast.
I
coming
asked
out.
if she saw it. It was big culture.
No. When
Carla,
was that? Was
who's
it, like,
your
recently?
favorite? Yeah, it was 2004.
19 years ago?
This girl doesn't know culture. I don't know what you want from me. She knows nothing. Carla, what are you here to talk about other than your daddy?
Well, I went to the Beyonce concert movie with my friends at the AMC at City Walk over the weekend.
No, that rhymes with fiance. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Good. Keep going.
And it was like really excited. We did the mute trend in the theater where everybody goes quiet at the same time, and it was like I thought one of my friends was gonna make a noise. I went with
That
this,
mute trend is going around. That's where people just walk up to you and say, mute it. Is that right?
No.
You're in a room. Most of the people are being quiet. You're talking at normal volume, and people come up and they go, mute it.
Like they're telling you to mute yourself, or are you playing something that they
I
want
don't
on
know.
mute?
I don't know what's going on. It's part of the culture these days.
That's not the trend as I understand it. I think maybe this is, if you don't mind me saying, just that you don't understand the spaces you're in, and people are just trying to ask you to
Okay.
be a little more respectful of them.
So you're at your fiance's concert. What's he like?
No, I'm 14. I'm not engaged. I'm at the Beyonce.
That would be too young. You're right. So you went to Beyonce. How tall is she?
Well, it was on a screen. It was really big. It was cool to see it on the screen. And
How tall?
how tall is the screen? How tall is she in real life?
I don't know. Like when you're looking at her and you're thinking, "Oh, she's this tall." What number is it in your head?
Maybe 5'10".
Even on a screen?
No, the screen is much bigger.
Right, but how tall is she? Do you think? So you think she's 5'10"?
I'm guessing, yeah, but on the screen, I mean, the screen is like maybe 100 feet tall.
Whoa, 100-foot woman!
And something, no. You know about movie screens, right? It's like a big, like
The
sometimes it's
silver
just
screen.
her
yeah.
head fills the whole screen. That doesn't mean she has 100-foot head.
100-foot head?
No, it doesn't mean she has
It can shrink and grow.
No, sometimes the camera zooms in on her. Pull out your phone. Let me
see.
show you on this camera.
I see. Well, you're not going to be able to on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Carla, what? You're looking at that thing like it grosses you out or something.
It does. It's really dirty. The buttons don't really work. And it's like,
That's patina.
what?
Patina. It's
It's
an
a type
adult
of
thing you
fun?
start to appreciate. When things get dirty in the right way, they get a crust or a patina.
Oh, yeah. My dad's always saying he wishes Patino was around still. No, that's Rick Pitino. That's a man's coach right there. He could get those players. It doesn't matter.
Kentucky, Boston. A commercial.
Okay, sorry. Can I show you on my phone?
Yes,
what it looks
Carla,
like?
please give us something.
How do you what?
Can't even find out how tall this lady was. Every time I guess how tall she was, no.
Like so, this is a camera, right? This is the
Yes.
camera you can see. So I'll put the screen so it's facing you. That's your face.
Okay.
And now if I zoom in, your face is getting bigger on the screen, but
Holy
it's not like you're
moly.
getting bigger.
It's like I go from having a 6-inch face to a 6-inch nose. This is crazy.
No, don't touch your own nose. This is just
Whoa.
no. It's not changing up there. It's on the camera. The goof.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So, Carla, who is married to Beyonce?
Jay-Z the rapper. You know
All right,
him?
and are they doing all right?
Well, they had issues years ago when I was really young, but I think they seem better now. But a lot of my friends think that it's just like a fake relationship that they just do for power.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know any other relationships like that?
Fake relationships for power?
Yeah.
I mean,
What kind of power? Who's
Will
got the
Smith
power?
and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah,
You know, I'm trying to think of a lot of people say Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. That's
Ooh.
like just because she wanted people to Google her name and see a different word. I can't even remember what it
The
is.
Jets, the New York Jets game, because she does all those emissions from flying in jets
That's
too much.
right. She wanted to change that. But I think Taylor
What
was
about Carl
totally
and the
authentic.
Goof? Carl and the Goof. We know who wants what.
So
Your
my
dad-
dad pulled me out of school for this, and this.
Your dad's lucky to have me.
Yeah, I would agree with you, the Goof. I don't know what the issue is here.
Stay out of it. Carla, your dad's lucky to have me.
This is the day at school where everybody. It's like the yearbook signing day, and I don't think I'm gonna get my yearbook signed because I'm here.
Dang.
I wish I.
You're not going to get a single cig?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
if she should be on the show. We're talking about a girl who's got 0 yearbook signatures.
Well, it's because we brought her in here, Carl. Carl, I'm not kicking you off the show. What are you worried about here? We do have a good relationship.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, you guys figure it out. I don't know.
It's-
You're talking to me.
It's 91Q, Carl and the Goof. That was the pop culture check-in with my daughter, Carla. Carla, stick around for the next 3 hours, and I'll get you back to school here, unless anyone in town is driving east from Mid-City. You can come pick up Carla and take her to school, and maybe we'll get her yearbook signed. Everybody wins. That's right. Call in. Let us know if you want to take Carla, my daughter, to school. Now, this is 9:30 in 15 minutes. Yargos Lanthimos, Emma Stone from Poor Things. We coming in.
Real.
It's 91Q. We looking at traffic. If you are going up the 5, it's pretty backed up. A helicopter has run into the freeway. The 91 is fully cleared of the helicopter accident. And in Saturn news, Billy Bob, our weather reporter, has died.
Devastating news.
Absolutely devastating.
That's really tough to hear because we were just talking to him live on the air. That's really tough for us in the studio here, folks. And I hope that you're in your car right now, far away from the currently still happening accident.
Yes.
And we really hope that you're all safe, and we really hope that he rests in peace immediately.
Based on, and this isn't a joke, but just based on the way the accident happened, we hope he was resting in pieces. Seems to be a chopper blade accident specifically.
As long as the pieces are resting.
That's what's...
we hope... God, that's tough to hear because there's nothing worse than not resting in death. There's just nothing. Sorry to bring it down here, folks, but as you know, the show is nothing if not real. And resting in peace is very important.
Incredibly important. That's why we say it so much. It's why it's on every gravestone. Is imagine someone's soul resting in panic or in anxiety or in
the
fear.
Parthenon.
In Parthenon.
In Panko.
Oh, we're thinking of different P words. We do not want him resting in Panko. We don't want him resting in Parthenon. We don't want him resting in piss.
No, we want him resting in pieces.
Of course, our thoughts go out to his family.
And the helicopter company, who's probably going to catch some flack for this. This is going to come down to the company, and we acknowledge that.
We acknowledge that, and our deepest condolences to the helicopter company on this one.
Immediately, folks. A lot of people are slow. A lot of people are slow to talk about the corporate impact, not us.
This is going to affect their brand. This is going to affect how people see them for the next
top, bottom,
10 years.
And middle line.
I can't think of TWA still without the TWA plane that exploded 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Respect to them.
We have to send respect to these corporations and our deepest condolences.
The plane died too, folks.
That's absolutely right.
A plane is a person.
A corporation, a plane is a person. I mean, you think of all these, the Exxon Valdez, I mean, nobody was coming out in support of Exxon when that happened.
What a fucking trash.
Which is the time when we needed it the most. And it is
when you see nobody's supporting somebody. Nobody. You don't want to step in. You don't want to say, I'll go first.
Let me say one word of support for some of the corporations that are going through some of the worst pain that you could ever think of. Halliburton had to change their name.
Oh, rest in peace, Halliburton.
Rest in peace, Halliburton.
We barely knew you.
We barely knew you. Of course, we love you, BlackRock, or whatever you're called now. Black Tooth, Black something. But again,
the good news is no more traffic reports. We just came across the desk that's the next budget cut. They're not going to do another, helicopter. They're just going to scrap the traffic.
It's fair. There was a big argument. We're going to let you behind the scenes here, but that's Carl and the Goof. There was a big argument in the conference room. You can just get traffic on Google right now. It is on your map directly. Why do we have to send one of our own helicopters up? And we said that's what 91Q is all about.
But you can't get talking on your phone, can you, folks? That you have to tune into the old radio waves.
You can, Carl. Almost everyone except for you can.
But we're not leading with that.
One thing you cannot get on your phone is a conversation with Carl, the Goof, and the real Yargos Lanthimos and Emma Stone.
Coming up in 10, the realest director and actor duo you've ever heard.
Of course, we've got to go to commercial, and we will play out with some somber music in loving memory of Billy Bob and Extreme Helicopters, who is really going through it now, our deepest.
I gotta be honest, I feel worse for the company. They just didn't deserve this, man.
Well, here's the issue.
Well, it's user error. We know it's user error. I don't want to get in the blame game,
This
Helicopters don't make mistakes.
This early, I mean, we're here for immediate responses and immediate reactions. That's why people tune into radio. I'm sure everybody who is seeing what's happening out there wants to know what Billy Bob's friends say, and it's absolutely
We have his
Israel.
back. It was his fault.
It was his fault. And here is the thing, and nobody wants to say this, and maybe we're saying it a little early, but Billy Bob's dead. He doesn't know what everyone thinks. The Extreme Helicopters remains alive and has to hear and see the vitriol they're going to get, the people who are not going to be getting helicopters from them anymore.
Imagine the media frenzy they're about to go through.
It's
I'll tell you what, I remember our media frenzies when we've been not so popular at a given moment.
absolutely.
And you know,
Everyone
that
can
happened to
remember
us.
Carl and the Goof take the children to the shooting range. That could have gone better. It could have gone better.
It could have gone way better.
And we had to weather that storm.
Yeah. That was, of course, the time we got in trouble for not feeding kids for a whole day.
That's right.
No sandwiches. And some people say they saw the sandwiches get on the bus. But who are those people and how are they to be trusted? We went to a gun range. We know.
We know. I mean, we did one of the Goof's great undercover investigations trying to figure out what happened to the sandwiches, and it was a dead end investigation.
It was a dead end with no mayo anywhere on the lip. None.
And of course, there were some doctored photos of the Goof with tomato on shirt.
Photoshop is amazing these days, folks. All you have to say is the Goof eating 28 kid sandwiches, and they can give you what looks like a photorealistic image.
You have AI, the Goof, not Photoshop.
That's what I meant. AI. This AI stuff is so crazy that it can show the truth. It can make up
You can make up
a truth.
Good correction. Yes, and information is vital now, and that's why truth is here on the radio.
And that's also why we've hired Lori Beth Denberg, because information is vital.
That's right. Everybody remembers all that. The sketch where Lori Beth Denberg gives the news as herself. One of the
That's the end of my idea.
That's look, we hired Lori Beth Denberg, and she was not happy to take the phone call. She's tried to avoid that. But once we waved a little bit of money in front of her, we got Denberg, once she smelled those greenbacks, right on board.
Welcome back to Carl and the Goof. You haven't been gone, and neither have we.
That's right. Our apologies to our advertisers, but we talked through the advertising break. That's a loss of $100,000 right there from our good friends at The Chicken Council.
R.I.P. the Chicken Council. Well, sorry if nobody comes in. We talked through your ad. We're keeping the money.
We're keeping the money. Take us to court. Take us to court.
It wouldn't be the first time I've been taken to the court by a chicken.
That's right. Everybody remembers the Goof versus Tyson.
Well, and there's a couple of those. There's the massacre. The massacre in the ring, where I accidentally fought Mike Tyson, accidentally freaked me up, bit both my ears off.
They ended up calling that the massacre in Alaska, where the Goof fought Mike Tyson, got essentially eaten in Alaska.
Mike Tyson came out in a big moose costume, I think to sort of play to the locals, but he got a little lost in the role and he ate most of my head.
Mike Tyson insisted he is not a guy who just bites ears. This was different. He got lost in the role as the moose. It wasn't that he was panicked, that he was losing the fight or angry.
But
he
what
ate
you're
the Goof's
talking about,
beautiful ears.
Hey man, what do you want me to say? They look good.
Hey, when you talk about cauliflower ears, the Goof was the king, and Tyson liked what he saw.
Yeah, I wrestled in high school, so I got a nice bit of CE, cauliflower ear. But anyway, my lawsuit with the Tyson Chicken Company, that was rough.
That was a rough lawsuit, and that left the Goof in the coop, or you had to flee the coop, actually, for a while.
Well, I was trying to claim squatters' rights, and they said, no, this is for the chickens. And I said, well, it's a house. It's got a point on top. Why can't I live here? We speak the same. We only need the same amount of room.
And it was one of the great, we've got the Scopes monkey trial. We've got the Jackson trial. One of the great circuses, I would say, was the Goof versus Tyson. And, of course, they brought in and had the Goof his defenders, Johnny Bacochrane and et cetera, had defended the Goof, had him live in a coop in front of the jury for a week, and he did just fine.
I did great. I was used to it. Honestly, I was like a little roomy in here.
Yes, that was the argument, was that they brought in too big of a coup, and the jury ended up hung. It was a hung jury. Each and every one of them hung from the neck. A lot of people blame the Goof on that, but there is no actual evidence that it happened.
Accidents happen. Okay? If 12 jurors end up hung, literally, why is that on the defendant?
And of course,
Just because I have rope burned hands?
Anybody can have rope burned hands. I mean, everybody knows that you constantly try to steal boats. You could burn rope hands on that.
Well, there's no better way to practice grip strength than stealing a boat. There's no better way.
Absolutely. You do not want to arm wrestle the Goof because he has tried to steal a lot of boats. And of course, our condolences to McCormick Ropes. That was a tough year for them.
That was a tough lawsuit. I got pretty wrapped up in it. One of the boats got pretty wrapped up in it. Rest in peace, McCormick Ropes.
We are only 5 minutes away from the piece de resistance.
Oh my God.
I hope all you poor things out there are excited. Yargos Lanthimos, Greek director extraordinaire, and Emma Stone coming on to talk to Carl and the Goof in the mornings about their new movie, Poor Things.
And folks, let us reiterate, this isn't one of these little bullshit Ryan's Roses. Okay? This isn't one of these little bullshit things where someone calls in and says, hi, will you be my girlfriend if I send you roses?
No, sir. This is the real deal. Yargos Lanthimos and the Goof are going to try and go on a date, and that is our hope and prayer as long as this is real deal.
We're going to see if Emma feels left out. We're going to see if she feels third-wheeled or not.
That's right. 5 minutes away from Emma Stone being third-wheeled by Carl the Goof and Yargos Lanthimos, famed Greek independent film director who is willing to use silence as a tool in his films, a visually stunning affair. We are all excited to see Poor Things this weekend.
We'll see if she says spanakopita or spananopita to this date with Yargos, the Goof, and Carl.
Speaking of Ryan's Roses, we are right up against Carl's best friends. It's where Carl calls somebody and pretends that they are best friends.
You're going to love this next bit, folks.
What do
we got on the line? Now, today it's a three-way call.
Today's a three-way call.
No, it's a two-way call. Just for ease of use.
We tried a three-way call. We couldn't patch in three different phones. So what happens here every week is that somebody out there, one of our listeners, where you can catch us at 91q.com, 91q on Instagram.
Q, it's the letter after R.
Q, it's the letter. We're going to have our fact checkers double check on that. But Q, it's the letter after R, 91q.com. If you're out there, submit one of your friends for Carl's best friends, where Carl calls them, pretends to be their best friend, and sees how they react. By Carl, I mean the Goof.
Bring, 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 bring. Hello.
Hey, buddy, how you been?
Sorry, who's this?
Hey, it's me, man. It's Carl, dude.
Carl. Oh, Carl. Yeah, from the bar?
No, it's Carl. This is Sean, right?
Yeah, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean, congratulations on the wedding.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm having a tough time remembering where I know you from, man.
I feel that because I feel like you had a tough time inviting your best friend to the wedding.
Carl, it was an intimate. I don't know you this, but it was an intimate wedding, and you weren't invited on purpose because I don't know you.
If you don't know me, then how do I know that when you were 9, you and your 4 friends, me being one of them, swore to each other that in 35 years you would all meet up in Tampa Bay to watch a Buccaneers game?
I mean, that doesn't resonate with me. I don't think that ever happened to me, and I don't know. I had a tight group of 4, but it wasn't plus me. It was like there was 4 of us, and that was it. What's
Sean,
your name? Carl?
Carl, my guy. Sean, my guy. I mean, I
Seems like he doesn't know you, Carl. Who was that?
Oh, you don't know the Goof? It's the Goof.
Oh, am I on Carl's best friend with Carl and the Goof?
No. Nope, you were my best friend, dude.
Dude, I'm not, dude. It sounds like you're Carl from Carl and the Goof.
Hey, how about this? You and me, we meet up, same time, same place. We
As
get
when?
our usual
when?
drink. We get some Coronas, as forever, as always, because we're best friends. Me, you, the Goof.
Buddy, if this is some sort of offer, I'll take it. If you want to start a friendship, I'm going to need tickets to something.
Sean, you just won best friends with Carl and the Goof. We're going to send you a $25 Venmo because you accepted the offer to hang out not even knowing who I was, Sean. We were put up to this by one of your good friends.
No, I haven't. Don't send the Venmo. Don't do that. I don't
Sean, we're happy to send
you.
you $25. It has to happen. It's a write-off for us. Otherwise, the $25 is taxed, and we cannot have it be taxed. We need to send you the $25.
You can't afford to tax $25?
Well, they build up. If people hear you say no on the air, then they'll do it over and over again once a week. $25.
So you can say no to radio show offers because they're all bad. What happens if they stock up so they become liable?
Yes. That's a lot of radio stations. That's why terrestrial radio is almost dead. They
can't unload their assets and they get taxed to hell.
They're getting taxed up the wazoo. I mean, we've got a 2012 Honda Accord we're still paying taxes on.
Well, hey, man. It's nice to meet you, dude.
Well, we're best friends, Sean. Let me send you $25.
The guy does not know you. The bid is up. The gig is bad. The joke is bad.
I fell back into character, Sean. Why don't you stick around and have a look? We've got thank you. Please. We know your Venmo. It's at Sean_33.
Is that a threat?
We will send you the money.
If you
Sean.
want to Venmo me,
accept
go
the money.
ahead.
Accept the money. All right.
Okay.
I'm sending it right now, and when you accept, we'll hang up, Sean.
I'm not going to accept it. It just goes to my account, so I'm not going to reject it or turn it back.
Okay. The last 4 digits of my phone number are 3801. If it asks you.
You got it, Carl. Tell the Goof I said hello.
The Goof says hi back. Is that right, the Goof?
Hey, buddy.
Sean, why did you just send me $30? That's taxable.
You owe me $5, man. You owe me $5. Folks, that was Lanthimos and Emma Stone. Yes, it was. And you heard it here first. First, you got Carl and the Goof driving you to your workday every day that we show up. And we are so thankful for your listenership. And we are thankful for you being a good person.
That's right, everybody out there. If you didn't hear us talking to Yargos Lanthimos and Emma Stone, something happened to your radio. We had them on. It was a wonderful segment.
Realest thing we've ever done.
One of the best segments ever. Yargos Lanthimos, famed Greek director Emma Stone. We know her from Easy A. We know her from so many other films.
She said nopeta. She was not very happy.
That's right. She did not want to join the Goof on the 4-person date. It's Drive Time with Carl and the Goof. Coming into the 10 o'clock hour, we are very excited. We're doing a real-life Hunger Games with Jennifer Lawrence.
Hungry. When will they eat?
When will Jennifer Lawrence eat? We've got her here for one whole hour, and we will see if she ends up eating or if she goes hungry.
Will it be M&Ms? Will it be burgers? Will it be a parakeet? We have all three.
Hunger Games with Jennifer Lawrence. I hope she chooses the parakeet, but of course that will put us in hot water with PETA yet again.
PETA, pumpkin eater.
Please don't even tempt them. I really can't. We can't handle it financially. We're already underwater with this Sean's taxing money thing.
How is it that they have so much time to care about animals and be litigious? Which one is it? Are you lawyers or are you animal petters?
I look, Goof,
Stupid animal
I
petters.
agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I really don't want to poke the bear on this one. All right.
PETA, pumpkin eater should have let us eat a parakeet. I rest my case.
Please, everyone out there, the Goof does not speak for me or 91Q. If you are upset at the Goof about this, go straight for him.
No, these are the station's views. These are the
not
station's views. Our producer just gave me the big thumbs up, and he's looking at the parakeet like he's pretty hungry.
Alvin is not doing that. He's trying to get in. Unfortunately, the Goof has put a chair in front of the door.
Open the door. Open the door.
And we've, of course, got Margaret putting a microphone right to Alvin's
Is there
mouth.
gas coming in here? What is this gas?
Okay, looks like Alvin is going to be knocked out for the 10 o'clock hour. It's going to be free reign. We'll see if Jennifer Lawrence eats a parakeet or something else in our real-life Hunger Games. Thank you so much for listening. It's been Drive Time with Carl and the Goof.
Bye-bye.
Brought to you by the Chicken Council.
Perfect. Folks, thank you so much for listening to the Man Dog today. We did a super crazy, what would you call that, like a little mono scene where we're doing radio shows?
I guess it might. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
It's fun to do something where you could just ride the energy and not think for more than 3 seconds. I was really using my goldfish brain.
Yeah, that was goldfish brain through and through.
Yeah.
Thanks all for listening. Our 3rd or 4th installment of Carl and the Goof over the past 4 years. Thank you, everybody out there, for subscribing. It's the holiday season. Maybe you want to subscribe a friend for fun to the podcast. You can always do that. I don't know how. I don't know how that would work on Patreon. I've got no idea, but you can
I'm
gift
sure
it.
there's a way. Where there's a will.
There's a way. You can definitely gift the new Big Grande order up Teachers Lounge season at biggrandewebsite.com. But most importantly, thank you for listening.
That's right. As well as holidays at the mall. We have a 20% off gift promo code right now. I'm not sure what the promo code is. Do you know what it is? We'll put it in the description.
We'll put it in the description.
John. No, John figured it out. John made us a promo code, posted it on the old Earwolf subreddit. What a fun thing that is, the old holidays at the mall. What a blast to make that.
Yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, the Teachers Lounge characters bought a restaurant. We're really proud of it. And beyond that, thanks for listening. And I think that's everything. What do you think?
I think so. Thanks to Trenton for the edits. Thank you to Annie Wu for our lovely logo. And thank you to Mr. Casey Trela for our lovely theme song. But most importantly, all the listeners and patrons, you keep us going. We really appreciate you.
Bless you.
Bye.